So today is another update for you folks. I've been looking into what's going on with my situation. I hear other people talking YouTube videos about, you heard that little knock. I don't know if you heard it, but I want you to know that this situation is still going on. Um, I've been checking out other YouTube videos and I've heard similar sounds in their videos and heard other people talking about in their YouTube videos. So I will let you know, some of the videos that I've looked into seem completely different from what I'm going through. But I have found videos that have taught me a lot about what this is. And I used the hashtag gangstalking, and I sometimes put gang space stalkers in the search and found more information. Some of it is not at all what I'm going through, but a lot of it is helpful. And I'm hoping that I can learn more about this so that when I'm putting it together and trying to make sense of it, it will start to make sense. I think some of it's just common sense. Common sense is that there's crime in the world and that there are gangs and criminal organizations out there targeting people for various things. I told you what I think my stalkers are after. They're after my apartment, and then after my business and some of the things that I'm doing and putting out there to either drag me down or latch on to me so that they can exploit me. But that's the same common theme that I hear other people talking about. So they're talking about, if not trying to get them evicted and move away, trying to discredit them. Some of the people are talking about living in certain areas where, unfortunately, these people are trying to not have them live. I've heard them talk about being on jobs with certain people who are trying to cause them to lose their job. So to me, there's a theme to this situation, and the theme is taking over. If not taking over their jobs, their homes, their lives. Some of the people are in gangs and or affiliated with gangs, and they're talking about how, engaging in certain activities. So I'm doing as much research as I can so that I can put it together with what's going on in my life. I'm trying to find as much information as possible, trying to find what they're using to harass people and how they're coordinating people coming and going. And a lot of the videos that I'm looking at talk about how these people can coordinate when they're coming and going. Well, how are they doing that? And instead of me recording every little thing that I hear in my apartment or in this neighborhood or when I'm out and about, I rather use my time to research. Just like they researched and investigated me, I'm researching and investigating them. I want to know who's funding this. Who benefits from this? Normal people like us, we don't benefit from wasting all our time harassing people, following people. And when I'm looking at these videos and people are talking about how they were recruited, or they know people who were recruited and given gift cards, who's giving them these gift cards? Who's causing them to engage in criminal activity? I'm not after the little guys who get gift cards. I want to know, and I want people to put out there publicly, who's giving them this? Who's encouraging them to engage in criminal activity? Because that's what it is. There are too many good jobs out here in the world. We have a job market where they need people. Anyone encouraging you to stalk people in exchange for gift cards is not your friend. They're not doing that to your benefit. They're doing it to get you engaged in criminal activity so they can benefit. You sitting in jail for stalking and harassment helps them, not me, and definitely not you. It doesn't help the world. We have too many positive things that we can be engaged in to get sucked into crime. And when this thing started, they were trying to get me to talk to whatever this system is. They were trying to encourage me to talk to various people. And I don't want to do that because I'm not going to be affiliated with harassing and stalking people or get sucked into criminal activities. I'm too old. I'm 48 years old. I've never been involved in crime. And I'm not going to start now. It doesn't make sense. And sitting in a jail cell someplace, taking money from taxpayers, and most of all, getting private companies that benefit from prisons, giving them money to line their pockets. That's not who I am. I'm not about sitting in jail. I'm not about harassing and stalking people. I'm not about making people who engage in investing in private prisons money. And most of all, I'm not going to sell my soul, and we all have souls. I'm not going to sell my soul for gift cards. That's something that we shouldn't be encouraging. And anybody who knows who's paying for these things, tell the police. Pass this on to people so that they know there's nothing good coming out of it. Crime is up, but guess what? Job openings are up. If we can link people who want to make money to these jobs, construction jobs, jobs in electronics, jobs in technology. If you know how to do all this stuff, you could have legitimate jobs. Americans are a natural resource in our country. Our intellect, our know-how, that's how we built this country. And unfortunately, not everyone was able to benefit from that. This is the time now that you can benefit from our own natural resources, our creativity, our ingenuity, our ideas. There's a reason why Americans are looked at as people that everyone wants to be like. People want to emulate our system. Don't let these people suck you in and take away what is of worth and value. And that's what I'm trying to get out there, this message that they're leading people down the wrong path. Don't let them take away what you have that's most important to you. All right? Your life, your livelihood, your mind. That's what we have in this country. That's what we have in this country. And there's no reason for us to lose another generation of people to drugs, to crime, to criminal activity. And I know crime and criminal activity is the same, but I'm just saying this off the top of my head, but I want you guys to know that's how passionate I am about this. This is now my new mission in life. If this hadn't happened to me, I would have been along the same lines as this, but this has completely changed my life. And I hope that we can make a positive out of this horrible situation by exposing the people benefiting from this, because it surely isn't me, and it surely isn't criminals or people in gangs. They're not benefiting from it. And I'm sure they would tell you the same thing. I don't know how they got sucked into all of this. But if you're getting gift cards to harass people, and then those people put you on video and expose you to the world, guess what? That's life-changing. Instead, expose the people who set you up to do this. Tell us who they are. Call 911. Call the FBI. Call other law enforcement branches. So don't get sucked into that pattern. Those people at the top, nothing's going to happen to them if we don't know who they are. Put them out there publicly. Call law enforcement. Don't confront them. Don't get angry. Don't get sucked into crime. Instead, let's stop this. Let's cut crime and let's get on to more positive things. So what I want to do is end on a positive note by putting 2 crafting ideas out. The first crafting idea is to take recipe cards. If you find these like at flea markets, or maybe some of your relatives have them,